for Thursday, the 10th of December. Hope everybody has had a good week so far. We look to stay hot. Another good day yesterday, nailing our top play in Indiana, just eking one out. Important that we took those points because it just paid off. So we've got the college football best bet, an NFL best bet, and a college ball best bet for Thursday. As always, don't forget, get all of our best bets. All 25 of our experts over at Picks and Parlays save 20% all week long. Use that promo code ELF, ELF, saves you 20% off. As always, don't forget also, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and make sure you're part of the team. And most importantly, tell us who you like. If you have questions, concerns, you have parlay, you have a teaser, prop, first half, game, total, whatever you like, put it in the comments section and tell us who you like. Of course, even if it's after the fact, if it's after the live broadcast, put it in the description or in the comments. And even if we don't respond, others seem to respond as well. So, all right, so we're going to look at the college football game first that I like. Pitt at Georgia Tech. And, when you look at this Pitt team, and they came into this year and it has some pretty high expectations. And, when you're just 5-5 at this point of the season, you definitely have to say Pitt's had a disappointing season. And not only 5-5 straight up, they're just 3-6-1 against the spread for better. So Georgia Tech, they didn't quite have those expectations. I think they were hoping they could get to 500 this year. They're 3-6. 4-5 against the spread. So I think when you look at this Pitt team, though, they're one of those teams that the Pitt defense has to win games for them because their offense just isn't very explosive. And they did that early in the year. But since then, Pitt has really struggled to consistently stop teams. And then when they give up points, they just can't score with teams at the pace they need to. So I like that early game, and I like Georgia Tech +7 here. I do see some 7.5s out there, so if you can get that, obviously a much better bet. So I know a lot of you probably are catching this after the fact because I am going early. Usually I go 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or between 4 and 5, but I have my daughter Kennedy today, so I wanted to make sure I got this in and it wasn't late because, of course, we've got tons of action tonight. All right, so Georgia Tech +7 is our first play. The total is 55.5. I don't really love the total in that game because if I'm right with Georgia Tech, I kind of think it will be a lower scoring game, to be very honest. But I don't know. These weekday games, college football, kind of scare me. So as far as the totals are concerned, so I'm going to stay away from the total. Georgia Tech +7 is our first play. Let's see. Lee likes Georgia Tech +7 and the over. And Donna likes the Rams and the under. So don't forget, not only hit that thumbs up button, but make sure you put in the comments who you like for tonight. If you like parlays, teasers, props, whatever you like, put it in the comments section. So if you have questions, of course, put that there as well. Share, like, tell your friends, and we'll continue to do these live shows as always. Make sure you check out Allie Burns did one this morning, and she's the stat girl. I would call her the stat girl, and she has some college basketball free plays for tonight based on her extensive research that she does in stats. And if you'd see the research she does, it's pretty crazy. So, but check that out here at YouTube or Facebook. All right, so I'm going to leave the NFL game to last. The basketball game I like, San Diego State at Arizona State. And this is one of those matchups that when the line came out, it was Arizona State -4.5, total 147. And I love San Diego State at that number. And I still like them at the 2.5 because I think San Diego State is going to be a really good team this year. They've already proven it with the opening win against what people think is going to be the best team or second best team in the Pac-12, UCLA. That was at San Diego State. So they're not nearly as good on the road, but I still think San Diego State, they always like to beat up on these Pac-12 teams because, these Pac-12 teams think they're always better. But San Diego State has proven year after year for the last decade that they're one of the best teams in the West, and I think they get it done here. I like the +2.5, even like it a little on the money line. The total's bet down to 142 in that one. Not loving the total in that one. I just think I would probably play San Diego State +2.5 and then sprinkle a little on the money line. In some of my parlays, I'm going to sprinkle a little on the money line. So don't forget, if you've missed any, we'll come back and do a recap at the end, and we'll even give a little bonus. I've got the Southern Miss game. We'll talk about that other college football game as well. But don't forget, if you haven't done so, get our best bets every day over at Picks and Parlays, and then be part of the team here. Put in the comments who you like. Hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications to make sure when I go live or any of our other cappers, Allie Burns, does something, you'll get notified here at Picks and Parlays. All right, last game, Patriots at Rams, NFL game for Thursday Night Football. And, Patriots' second game on the West Coast. Of course, they beat up on L.A. Chargers last game, 45-0. Impressive win by the Patriots. And now they face a Rams team that is much better than the Chargers. Let's face it. Rams opened, I think this line opened at, 7? 6.5? 6.5. Now we see the Rams favored at 4.5. Opened at 45.5 on the total. Now we see that total at 43.5. So I like this total. I just think it's one of those games that, people think this defense of the Patriots is really good, and they can be at times. But, man, this Rams team, and they showed it on Monday Night Football against Tom Brady and company, which I think that Tampa team has just as good, if not better, defense. They lit them up, and that game went over. I think this one does as well, over 43.5 as my top play of the day and top play in this game. As far as the side is concerned, man, I've made so much money betting with Belichick and Brady in the past. This year, I've been wrong so many times on the Patriots. So I'm going to stay off the side. I guess if you put a gun to my head, I think I would take the Rams minus the 4.5. But Bill Belichick seems to always put it together when you need it most. So, but we'll give that was my Thursday Night Football game. I like the over 43.5. We'll give a recap here but I want to talk about this other college football game. It goes early, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got FAU at Southern Miss. FAU favored by 9.5, a total of 43 in this one. And Southern Miss has not been good this year. Just 2-7 and 1-5 at home. Those are straight up numbers. But against the spread, they've been nearly as bad, just 3-6 against the spread. Whereas FAU, of course, 5-2 on the year, 3-4 against the spread. I think FAU is the play here. I know it's a lot to lay on the road, that minus 9.5, but I just think they're the better team. And Southern Miss has just been god awful. I kind of thought Southern Miss might have something this year where they could be almost about 500, but it has just not been the case. So not an official play. I don't have a best bet on that, but I'm leaning. I'm probably going to put it in my parlays, taking the road favorite minus 9.5 there, FAU. So. All right, so we're going to do a recap here. College football game. My best bet on the college football, Pitt at Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech plus 7. I don't really have a play on the total in that one. We got San Diego State at Arizona State College basketball tonight. I think San Diego State wins outright, so I'm going to take the 2.5. But I'm going to play it on some of my parlays, my round-robin parlays with the money line as well. And then the late game, Patriots at Rams. I like the over 43.5. And as a bonus play, not an official best bet. Those first three are what everybody's paying for over at Picks and Parlays. But those are my official 3 plays. But as a bonus, I do like FAU minus the 9.5 tonight. So, but tell us who you like in the comments section. Continue to be a part of the team by putting in the comments who you like. Continue to give us those thumbs up. Subscribe, turn on notifications, tell your friends to come in, share it with your friends, and we'll continue to do our part, which is doing these live shows every day. Friday, I'll be back probably about the regular time, around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But as always, if you turn on the notifications or you like our page on Facebook, you'll get notified if I do change the time. And then I'm probably going to do college football for Saturday on Friday night, between 10 and midnight Eastern Time, and then the same on Saturday night for the NFL Sunday game. So make sure you do turn on notifications. All right, so recap real quick. Georgia Tech plus 7, over 43.5 in the Thursday Night Football Rams-Patriots game. San Diego State plus 2.5 in college basketball, and then a small play on FAU minus the 9.5 for Thursday night. So those are my 4 plays. Don't forget, be a part of the team. Leave it in the comments even after the fact who you like, and we'll see you again on